Hi. We witnessed many remarkable films this year, but only a few truly stayed with us even after the credits rolled. So we have narrowed it down to the 15 that stayed with us the most, purely on artistic impact and not on the box office numbers. And here is our refined list of the top 15 films of the year. Let us start with Loka. Loka impressed me with its ambition more than story. The story feels familiar to anyone who watches superhero films, but what stands out is how Loka creates a complete superhero world while staying rooted to its own culture. The action design and emotional beats feel fresh and set up a universe worth following. Dragon. Dragon works because of its youthful energy, the writing is clever, the emotions land well, and Pradeep Ranganathan brings charm even in the film's darker moments. It is crazy, funny, and still meaningful. And next comes Tourist Family. Tourist Family won my heart with its warmth. It portrays displacement with sensitivity and humor, and the characters feel instantly relatable. It is gentle but speaks about pain with real compassion. Next comes Nariveta. Nariveta stays with me for its courage. It is politically charged, emotionally direct, and unafraid to show the brutality. Tobino Thomas grounds it with a performance that feels human and conflicted. And then comes Tere Ishq Mein. I feel this film is really underrated and got lost in the wave created by Durandar. What I love most about it is the sincerity. The emotions between the two characters are shown with such care. The heroine cannot bring herself to say no because she knows the hero will not be able to handle it. The hero assumes she's okay with everything simply because she never says no. Their emotions are intense but still feel honest and genuine. Dalush carries the whole film with a kind of raw truth that stays with you. The music and visuals lift the story even more and make the feelings hit harder. And of course, the Ranjana connection adds an extra layer of the charm. Next comes Echo. Echo appealed to me because of its mood. It takes its time, trusts silence, and lets grief breathe. It is not a perfect film, but the emotional honesty and visual calm make it memorable and haunting. Bison. Bison hit me with its intensity. The filmmaking is physically immersive and emotionally charged. The lead performance is fierce and vulnerable at the same time, and the film tackles caste without softening the truth. Quote, the real reason I like this film is its honesty. It handles a sensitive subject with maturity and never tries to dramatize pain. The performance feels lived in and the filmmaking stays grounded from start to the end. Next, Kalam Kaval. Kalam Kaval works mainly because of its mode. It is dark, slow, and quietly disturbing, and Mammootty holds the whole film together with a performance that stays with you. What makes it even better is that despite being such a huge and respected star, he took on a negative role without any hesitation. There are no excuses or softening. He's Stanley Das and he is bad, and the film commits to that completely. Mahavatar Narasimha. This film won me over with its scale. The animation, music, and world design feel ambitious for Indian mythology. It treats the material with seriousness and gives it a grand cinematic punch with the animation which is much needed at the moment for Indian cinema. Ponman. Ponman stands out because of its strong personality, I feel. It mixes tension and humor in a way that Malayalam cinema does so effortlessly. The characters feel messy, real, and alive, and the film never lets go of its local charm. Basil Joseph's performance adds to this, bringing warmth and sharp timing that makes the world of the film even more engaging. Kantara Chapter 1. What I loved in this film is its world building. It expands the folklore of the first film with stunning detail and powerful ritual sequences. It feels better yet even more rooted, which is rare in prequels. Homebound. Homebound pulled me in with its emotional depth, the friendship, the social layers, and the way the film exposes prejudice without lecturing is powerful. It is gentle on the surface but cuts deep underneath. And the second best film of the year for me is Stolen. Stolen worked for me because of its raw energy. The filmmaking is stripped down and tense, and the characters feel painfully real. It is one of those films where silence, dirt, and despair become part of the mood, and that honesty makes it unforgettable. And last, and the number one film, which made me feel like this is cinema, right from the production to the music to the artist's performance, everything was so perfectly blended, and that is Durandar. Durandar impressed me with its confidence from the very first frame. The craft is sharp and controlled. The pacing stays tight throughout, and the performances land with real impact. Every actor feels fully locked into the film's rhythm, which gives the story a strong sense of urgency. What I admire most is how boldly the film approaches politics. It does not soften its voice or look for easy approval. It feels angry, fearless, and brutally honest, saying exactly what it wants to say without hesitation. That clarity and conviction what made Durandar stand out completely and the film of the year undoubtedly. There's a good chance your list looks completely different from ours, and that is the fun of talking movies. If you feel we left out something special, drop your own favorite films of 2025 in the comments, and we would love to read what connected with you and why. Thank you.